All right, what's poppin'? It's your boy Big Rich, Queens, New York City, where we get busy. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in, wipe your feet on the rug, throw some smoke in the atmosphere. I just lit up some NYC Diesel. Delicious. I haven't had Diesel that tasted so good in years. What did I tell you about Diesel? It's like sunshine for the soul. Today's video is sponsored by LTC Nutrition and Performance. Salute to Luigi Mealy for sponsoring today's video. LTC Nutrition and Performance. Health is wealth, ladies and gentlemen. Go check his website out. Follow him on Instagram. Time for some business. This next story coming out of CostaNostraNews.com by my man Ed Scarpo. Let's find out who this guy is. Over 40 years, longtime Genovese associate Petey Cap Caporino and his gambling operation were slowly and inexorably threaded into the fiber of the North Jersey underworld. Over the decades, he worked with two powerful Garden State Genovese family members and then a high-powered associate. While the person he paid changed over the years, the numbers and gambling operation he ran out of his social club in Hoboken was constant. For almost half his time as an associate, Caporino led a double life as a government informant for around 15 years. A disgracia! His tips were fodder for federal, state, and local investigations. Reportedly, some 50 wise guys and associates became known entities to investigators thanks to Petey Caps. In 2002, Caporino, his wife, and about 30 others were arrested on state gambling charges, and he decided to step his cooperation up a notch. He went from confidential informant to cooperating witness. My wife had been to prison before, and I knew she couldn't do it again, Caporino testified. I knew she wouldn't be able to do the time. Cooperating witness meant I would have to wear a wire and testify, he said. He did it for his wife. Is that what he's saying? Since Caporino wore a pager for his numbers ring, FBI agents gave him a new one that featured a hidden recorder, which then activated remotely. By the end of the 3-year probe in 2005, they let Caporino turn it on and off by himself. Caporino then spent more than 2 years building the key evidence in the case. His efforts included recording around 800 hours of conversations with fellow mobsters and others. Caporino recorded over 300 conversations between 2002 and 2005, including conversations between him and Scarborough from July 2002 to June 2004. That's a new one, huh? In the pager. Caporino became an associate in the 1960s when his gambling operation grew large enough to bump into Genovese capo James Jimmy Knapp Napoli. Quote, if anyone ever approaches you, you just tell them you're with me. Mention my name, Jimmy Knapp told them. After Napoli was arrested, Caporino was kicking up to then Genovese consigliere Louis Bobby Mana, who was among the regulars at Casellas. Under Mana, Caporino ran gambling and extortion operations and had enough juice to poach a runner from the Philadelphia crime family. When Mana went to jail in 1988, Caporino paid tribute to his wife for the next 10 years, until 1998. When he started kicking up to Joseph Big Joe Scarborough, a powerful Genovese associate who oversaw a crew that ran bookmaking and loan sharking from a Hoboken social club. Big Joe reported directly to Lawrence Little Larry Dentico, a.k.a. Larry Fab, who had been a top aide to Mana. By the summer of 1998, Dentico, along with Frank Punciliano, had stepped up to the plate to oversee the Genovese family after acting boss Dominic Quiet Dom Cirillo, who had been running the family for more than a year, was stricken with a heart attack. At the time, official boss Vincent the Chin Gigante was serving a 12-year term for racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder at a federal prison medical center in Springfield, Missouri, because of a heart condition. Word about Caporino being a snitch spread in the fall of 2005 and blew up in the early months of 2006 when an FBI affidavit exposed him. Prosecutors had submitted the affidavit to a federal judge under seal in July of 2004 to support an affidavit in a motion he filed to dismiss the federal indictment or force the government to disclose more about their cooperator. Although the affidavit didn't name Caporino, attorneys familiar with the case said based on the conversations, cooperating witness 1 had with the defendants, CW1 was Caporino, which the United States Attorney's Office didn't dispute. The FBI affidavits signed by Special Agent Jason Brown offered the first evidence that Petey Cap's cooperation had been extensive. Caparino's tapes led to charges in the summer of 2005 against 16 defendants. Prosecutors made one of their favorite proclamations about delivering a body blow to Cosa Nostra, specifically the richest and most powerful crime family in America. The twist in the case was that all the victims were Greek Americans, an ethnic group at the time which had a corner on the New Jersey diner trade. Christopher J. Christie, the then United States Attorney for New Jersey, declared at an August 2005 news conference in Newark that mafia members had targeted Greek American diner owners and threatened to hurt them unless they paid punishing interest rates and protection money. 15 of the 16 Genovese wiseguys and associates, including Dentico and Scarborough, pled guilty. Petey Cap was forced out of the shadows and up on the witness stand because of a single holdout, Genovese soldier Michael Crincoli, who was accused of running loan sharking operations from a deli located in Jersey City. Crincoli also reported directly to Dentico. Thanks to Petey Cap testifying, Crincoli was convicted of racketeering and loan sharking and sentenced to 51 months in prison. He was sentenced in July of 2010. For Caparino's cooperation, a judge suspended the 5-year state prison term he had been serving for promoting illegal gambling. In September of 2007, State Superior Judge Peter Vasquez, sitting in Jersey City, sentenced Petey Cap to 7 years in prison. The guy couldn't just walk away from the numbers in sports betting and got himself arrested twice after he testified against Crincoli. The feds washed their hands of him. In addition to the 7 years, Hudson County Prosecutor Edward DeFazio reinstated Caparino's 5-year suspended sentence under the terms of a plea deal. The two sentences were to run concurrently. Petey Cap apparently has stayed out of trouble since finishing that sentence, as far as we can tell. So first of all, blast from the past, another great story about another mob associate turned snitch. And again, they do the crime, but they can't do the time. This person's excuse was he did it for his wife. He did it because he knew his wife couldn't do the time. But still, great story. Salute to Ed Scarpo. Salute to Luigi Mealy for sponsoring today's show. LTC Nutrition and Performance. Check out his website. Follow him on Instagram. Send him an email. Health is Wealth. Mob Story, Season 3, Big Rich. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let me know what you're smoking on and let me know what city you're smoking in. Salute.